طيب إن شاء الله. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا. من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له، وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. يا أيها الناس اتقوا ربكم الذي خلقكم من نفس واحدة وخلق منها زوجها وبث منهما رجالا كثيرا ونساء، واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم رقيبا. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم، ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. أما بعد، فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله، وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، وشر الأمور محدثاتها، وكل محدثة بدعة، وكل بدعة ضلالة، وكل ضلالة في النار. Alhamdulillah, brothers and sisters, we are on our 10th lesson, mashallah. And if we consider, we would have really covered a lot of distance, inshallah. Today we started at 11:45 because of the technicalities that I had my computer, so we will go for the full hour. So inshallah, please bear with me. For those of you who have to leave, you can still go back on your computer, inshallah. So we praise Allah, we seek His help, we seek His forgiveness, and we seek protection with Allah from the shurur of our anfusina, from the shurur, the evil of our anfusina. Remember we did the pronoun na for us, from ourselves. So you can see it now. وَمِن سَيِّئَاتِ أَعْمَالِنَا. أَعْمَالِنَا. Again, we see that, right? We see the pronoun أَعْمَالِنَا, ourselves, our deeds, right? فَلَا مُضِلَّ لَهُ. La means for, ha means him. So we see the pronoun in action again, right? Lahu. فَلَا مُضِلَّ لَهُ وَمَنْ يُضْلِلْ فَلَا هَادِيَ لَهُ. For, who means him, for him. وَأَشْهَدُ أَنْ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهُ وَحْدَهُ. He is alone. Lahu. La sharika lahu. There is no sharik for him. La sharika lahu. وَأَشْهَدُ أَنَّ مُحَمَّدًا. Muhammad, we know that word. Muhammad is abd, is slave. Whose slave? His slave. Right? So we see the who there again. This is called the connected pronoun. We did this last class, inshallah. Wa rasuluhu. Again, Rasul, we know is messenger. Rasuluhu. So we see the connected pronoun in operation already in this khutbat al-haja. Okay, so you have to pay attention. Okay, you have to pay attention. Okay. Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu ittaqullaha haqqa tuqatihi. Here we know this is an ism. Why is this an ism? Do we know why this is an ism? This is an ism because it takes a kasra. Right? And this here is a pronoun that is attached to it, the he. Haqqa tuqatihi, with the correct taqwa for him. You understand? وَلَا تَمُوتُوا وَلَا تَمُوتُنَّ إِلَّا وَأَنْتُمْ مُسْلِمُونَ. The wow here is and. The antum is pronoun, which we will do today, inshallah. This is called the detached pronoun. It is the one that is detached. It stands by itself. Okay? Okay, look at this again. Ya ayyuhal ladhina amanu taqu rabb. We know rabb. Rabb is a noun. Rabbukum. Kum is the pronoun. Right? Alladhi khalaqakum. Here, it is kum again, but this is connected to the verb. Khalaqa is a verb, so we're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that later. Min nafsin wahida. Min nafsin wahida. Wa khalaqa min ha. From it. We did ha already too, right? We did min. Those are two words. Minha zawjaha, zawjaha. We did zawj. So this ha is its zawj, right? Is its zawj. He created from it its zawj. وبث min again from huma. Huma is dual. From the nafs wahid and its zawj, right? From the one soul and its zawj, okay? From the two of them, okay? So we're seeing where how the pronouns attach so much, right? As we see in this khutbah alone, these are just detached pronouns and attached pronouns, and we see it with their with the harf al-jar recurring, right? It's connected to ism and harf al-jar. Okay, we're going to go over back it today again. Okay, رجالا كثيرا ونساء واتقوا الله الذي تساءلون به. He. This can only be harf al-jar and pronoun. The harf al-jar is one letter, right? Like lahu, bihi, like fihi, minha, minhuma. Okay. يتساءلون به والأرحام إن الله كان عليكم عليكم رقيبا يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح له for kum أعمال. Again we come back with أعمال. This was أعمالنا and this is أعمالكم أعمالكم, right? The kum is connected. Your plural works. ويغفر, and he forgives لكم, for you all. Dhunub is sins, right? Dhunub is sins. Dhunubakum, your sins. وَمَنْ يُطِعِ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ, and Rasul is the messenger. Hadi is his messenger. فَقَدْ فَازَ فَوْزًا عَظِيمًا, right? أما بعد فإن أصدق الحديث كتاب الله وأحسن الهدي هدي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم وشر الأمور محدثات are the introduced matters. Ha is the connected pronoun. محدثاتها وكل محدثة بدعة وكل بدعة ضلالة وكل ضلالة في النار. Here we have the harf al-jar, right? So, I mean, from this page alone, you can see how much connected pronouns we have. Do you understand? Can you see it? Is it clear? Inshallah. Is it clear to us?
No.
It is very clear, right? We can see how much connected pronouns we have. So, I mean, you have to memorize the different formations of the connected pronouns and their meanings so you could translate it easily, inshallah. Okay? This is your responsibility. So let us move. Today we are not going to do, we're going to try to finish up both categories of pronouns, inshallah. So for the revision, we're going to only revise the broken plural, right? Waladun. As we said, waladun could have rafa with dhamma, nasb and jar, okay? With fatha for the nasb and jar for the kasra, right? Waladun, waladan, waladin, okay? Waladani, and we know walad is boy. Waladani is the marfu form for the dual, and the mansub and majrur form, the nasb and jar form, are waladaini. Then we have awladun. Awladun can be awladan and awladin. Okay, depends on its grammatical state in the sentence. So it can be rafa, bidamma, nasb, fatha, wajar bi kasra. Okay, that is understood, inshallah. Qalamun, we have qalamani, qalamaini, which is a pen. Qalamani is two pens, depends on its state. Qalamani is marfu. Li qalamani, right? Ra'aytu qalamaini, marartu bi qalamaini. I passed by two pens. Ra'aytu qalamaini means I saw two pens. That's mansub. Okay? It can be aqlamun, aqlaman, aqlamin. Marartu bi aqlamin. Ra'aytu aqlaman. هذا قلمان. أقلام. هذه أقلام. Sorry, because it has to be plural, right? كبير. كبير. The dual is, everybody should know this. Try to say it before. Say it. Practically say it, right? قلماني, كبيراني, and كبيرين. كبيراني is two big people. Kabiraini is two big people also, but the ani and the aini is because of the grammatical state. Ani is for rafa, aini is for nasba and jar. Then we have kibarun, kibarun, kibarin, kibaran. Okay, just like kabirun, kabiran, kabirin for the rafa and the nasb and the jar. Qasirun, same formations. Qasirani, qasir means small. Qasirani or qasiraini, right? Kibarun, right? So qasirun is going to be like qisarun, qisarun. Same construction like kibarun. Qisarun, qisaran, qisarin. Daifun means a guest. Daifani and daifaini. Okay? Duyufun, duyufan, duyufin. Okay, so you're following me on this? Everybody's following me with this, inshallah? And understanding the rough and the nasb and the jar, that's very important, right? That is crucial. That is very essential for you to really pay attention to all the time. Everybody's following me? Or just this one person is on the mic? Please let me know, because it is important. Or everybody else is not with me? Okay. All right. Nobody's saying anything. Am I wasting my time just asking? I'm not asking about here. You're here, I know. But are you following and are you with the rafa and the nas and the jar and understanding it? That is very important. That is crucially important, right? Because you see, the grammar is going to stay with you and the language all the time. All the time is going to be with you. Every single piece of sentence that you read, you would have to analyze whether it's an ism, it's a harf, or it's a fi'l. Now, if it's any of these, you have to recognize its state, because the state tells you whether it is marfu, if it is the subject of the sentence. Okay. If it is the subject of the sentence, or the raf and the nasb tells you whether it's marfu or majrur. In relation to the dual, it is basically only two formations. Only two formations. It is either, and we know there are three aspects of i'rab. There's marfu', mansub, and majrur. For the dual case, the marfu' state, the rough state, like for example, if I want to make a sentence and I want to use it as the fa'il, I say rajulani fil bayt, rajulani. Who's in the house? Rajulani. So that's marfu bi alif and nun. Okay. If I say I saw two men, they are maf'ulun bihi. So it becomes ra'aytu rajulaini. I saw two men. Okay. So it becomes rajulaini. Okay. If I say, that's mansub, because that is the maf'ulun bihi. The maf'ulun bihi is the one who the act is affected by. And then if I say marartu bi rajulaini, I passed by rajulaini, by two men. Any noun that comes after the harf al-jar becomes majrur, right? So that's basically, when I say marfu, the marfu, it means it is a particular place in the sentence. It is marfu, it is the fa'il, it is the one who is doing the action, right? And as we see in the examples, we see the different ways. But that's basically what, when I say marfu, mansub, and majrur, that's what it means. That it either takes dhamma, fatha, or kasra when it is singular, or this broken plural here, okay? Like awladun, aqlamun, kibarun, kisarun, duyufun. It is mansub, marfu, bi dhamma, mansub, fatha, majrur, bi kasra. And that's because of its grammatical state in the sentence. Now, it might take a little while to hit in, But be with it, go over the lessons that I did before, go over back from lesson 1, because this started from lesson 1, and try to get it in. And I'm mentioning it so much, right? But if you're confused about it from the very beginning, then you're going to continue to be confused about it. So get it clear in your mind when we are talking about marfu and mansub and majrur, what it means when it comes to the ism. Because the marfu and the mansub and the majrur is only for the ism, right? You understand that, right? Now, the person said they were confused. Is it clearer? The sister who said they were confused. Is it clearer? Confused about the dual, please repeat. Okay, all right. So we continue here, inshallah. We continue with this because I really want to finish off the different, both types of pronoun today. And so you have to, your next exercise would be to memorize them, to know them well. Go in the Quran and see if you can pick them out. It's easy to pick out next to harf al-jar, because if you know the harf al-jar, brothers and sisters, mashallah, the li, the an, the in, the fi, the ala, the ila, right? We are going to go through it today. So, you know, you're going to check it out and you're going to see it, inshallah, in operation if we get to that. I hope we can get to that. So let us go through this quickly, right? So we have shaykhun, okay, which means an old man, shaykhani for the rafa, marfu state, and shaykhaini for the majrur and the mansub state, right? Then we have shuyukhun, shuyukhun, shuyukhun fil bayt. Many old men are in the house, right? So shuyukhun. Ra'aytu shuyukhan. I saw many old men. Okay. Marartu bi shuyukhin. I passed by many old men. Okay. Rajulun. Rajulun means a man. Rajulani, rajulaini. Rajulaini, rajulani fil bayt. Marartu bi rajulaini. Okay. Ra'aytu rajulaini. I saw 2 men. Right? Rijalun. Rijalun fil bayt. Ra'aytu rijalan. Marartu bi rijalin. It is getting clearer? Jadidun. Jadidun. Jadidun means new. Jadidani. Jadidaini. Okay? Jududun. Okay, so I say kitabun jadidun ala al-maktabi. Kitabun jadidun. A new book is on the ala al-maktabi. Kitabani jadidani ala al-maktabi. 2 new books are on the desk. Kutubun jududun. It won't be jududun, it will be jadidatun, right? But rijalun jududun fil bayti. New men are in the house. Okay, so if I want to say that's for the marfu state. For the mansub state, it would be ra'aytu kitaban jadidan fil bayt. Ra'aytu kitabaini jadidaini fil bayt. I saw 2 new books, right? Ra'aytu rijalan jududan fil bayt. I saw new men in the house. Okay, you understand the concept, right? You understand the concept? I'm giving all these examples for you to really get clearer with it, right? You're understanding how it's used, right? Because I'm using one construction for the rough, one construction for the nas, one construction for the jar. So you get used to it because of the way I'm using. Now, if you go back to the slide, it would help a lot, inshallah, right? Hajun, right? Hajun means a pilgrim. Hajun jadidun, ja al-yawm. A new pilgrim came today. Hajani jadidani, ja al-yawm. 2 new pilgrims came today. Hujjajun jududun. Many new pilgrims. Ja'u al-yawm. Right? So you understand that, right? Okay. Marartu bihajani jadidaini. I passed by 2 new pilgrims. Ra'aytu hajaini jadidaini. I saw 2 new pilgrims, right? Ra'aytu hujjajan jududan. I saw many new pilgrims. Ra'aytu marartu bihujjajin jududin. You understand? I pass by many new pilgrims. Got it, inshallah? We are with it. Tabibun, a doctor. Tabibani, tabibaini. Atibba'u, atibba'u. Well, I'm not going to do this one because the atibba'u would, it would have a different construction, right? Atibba'a, for if I say marartu bi atibba'a, right? It would be, you wouldn't, but that's because it's mamnu min as-sarf. So I don't want to get into that, inshallah. Okay, but I think if you go back the slides, if you go back the slide, this slide especially, you would get an idea of what is going on. Okay, inshallah. All right. For bintun, a girl, bintani, bintaini, yeah, bintani fil bayt. Okay, 2 girls are in the house. Ra'aytu bintaini, I saw 2 girls. Marartu bi bintaini, I passed by 2 girls. Right? You understand? First one is marfu, second one is majrur, mansub. Ra'aytu bintaini, I saw 2 girls. What did I see? 2 girls. That is the maf'ulun bihi. So it is mansub, right? Marartu bi, because after bi, bintaini comes after bi. B is the harf al-jar. It makes it majrur, inshallah. Banatun. Banatun is the plural. Banatun fil bayt. Many girls are in the house. Ra'aytu banatan. I saw a lot of girls. Ra'aytu bi banatin. Marartu bi banatin. I passed by a lot of girls, right? Rijalun. Rijalun. No, that's faqirun. Faqirun means poor. Faqirani, faqiraini. Faqirani fil bayt. 2 poor people are in the house. Ra'aytu faqiraini. I saw 2 poor people. Marartu bi faqiraini. I passed by 2 poor people, right? Fuqara'u has the same problem with atibba'u, so I don't want to go through that right now. Inshallah. Madinatun. Madinatun, madinatani. Madinatun means a city. Ra'aytu madinatani. Madinataini. Ra'aytu madinataini. Marartu bi madinataini. Okay. Mudunun. Ra'aytu mudunan. Marartu bi mudunin. I passed by many cities. Ra'aytu means I saw, right? When I say ra'aytu means I saw, mudunan is plural, right? Inshallah, it's mansub, okay? It's mansub al-fatha. Sadiqun, sadiqani means a friend. Sadiqani, sadiqaini, asdiqa'u. I don't want to do this because it has the same construction like atibba'u. Hadiqatun means a garden. Hadiqatani, hadiqataini, hadaiqu. Okay, so this is pretty clear, right? Inshallah. Alhamdulillah. Anyways, this one, I'm just going to leave this out. Inshallah. I wanted to back that, but I said, let me not do that, inshallah, because now that I want to do the pronouns, we only have a little time to make sure we finish this new concept fully. So let us go. An introduction to pronouns. Let us start with that. Pronouns fall into a category of ism. So pronoun is ism. That is very, very, very popular. Very popular. So the more pronouns, the more you know the pronouns well, you already would have covered a vast amount of words in the Quran. About a quarter of the Quran, you would know if you know the pronouns and the harf. It's very popular since in their very different forms, they make up about a quarter of the words used in the Quran. Thus, we need to understand them well. So spend a lot of time. You see, when you conquer one aspect, if you conquer pronouns this week and you get it well, you understand all the formations of a pronoun, especially the singular and the plural. Don't worry about the dual too much, but the dual is only 2 formations, so you don't have any problem there. Right? With the singular and the plural, they have different formations for the masculine and the feminine, right? But for the dual, it's only 2 formations. It's kuma and huma. They are very, very simple, inshallah, right? And they are very much like that in the, anyways, let us go with that. So that is important, right? Thus, we need to understand the pronouns well. Pronouns are very different from the regular ism when it comes to the 4 aspects of ism discussed before. The 4 aspects of ism discussed before is we discuss its definite C, definite C, and its indefinite C. Now, if it can be definite or indefinite, ma'rifah or nakira. Now, one of the things that is easy and makes it easy for you is that you don't have to worry whether pronouns is definite or indefinite. They are only ma'rifah. They are only ma'rifah. Ma'rifatun faqat. They are only ma'rifah. Okay? Pronouns are only definite, only ma'rifah. They are not nakira. They can, now, for the other cases, for the other things, like the gender, the jins, masculine or feminine, they can be masculine or feminine, right? So that is something that we have to know, and we have to know the cases, masculine or feminine. They can be singular, they can be dual, mufrad, muthanna, and they can be jama'. So for the definitency, that is different. But for the masculine and feminine, that's from the four cases, right? They follow the regular. The number and gender of pronouns is based on its meaning. So you know the way to recognize the number and the gender of the pronoun based on the meaning of the pronoun. So if you're talking to a girl, you don't say anta. In English, it's easy. Everything is you. You are a boy. You are a girl. You are all boy. You are all boys. You are all girls. You is used, right? In Arabic, it is different. In Arabic, and the same thing with English. With English for the he is a boy. For the dual, they are boys. That's the only two format they have. For English, for girls, she is a girl. They are women. So masculine and feminine is the same thing. But in Arabic, everything is a different form. There are different forms, except for the dual, where the masculine and the feminine is the same thing. Okay, so it depends on who you're talking to. In English, it doesn't matter. You're talking to a girl, you are a girl. I'm talking to you, and you'll be speaking to a girl. Or I'm talking to you, and you'll be speaking to your son. And I'm talking to you, and you'll be speaking to all your children. You have 10 children, you're speaking to all. I'm speaking to you, right? And you'll be correct. And you're speaking to two of them, and it'll be correct. But in Arabic, if you're saying, I'm looking at you, anzur ilayka, right? That's a man. Anzur ilayki, anzur ilayki. I'm looking at you, a girl. Anzur ilaykuma. I'm looking at the two of you. It could be male or female. Anzur ilaykum. I'm looking at all of you male. Anzur ilaykunna. I'm looking at all of you female. You understand? So with the Arabic, you have to know the different forms. Okay, it's going to take a little work, but master it. Master it, master it, master it. The number and gender of pronouns is based on its meaning. So the gender is the same thing. In English, you don't know to recognize it. In Arabic, you know to recognize it because of the way it is structured. Ki is for girl, kum is for plural men, and kunna is for plural women. Same thing with the third person, with the guide. There are two types of pronouns, two types, right? The attached, we did the attached last time, and we have the detached also. Okay, so we're going to work on that, inshallah. Attached pronouns, they can connect to the ism, they can connect to the fi'l, and they can connect to the harf. They can connect to the ism, the fi'l, and the harf. Okay, three things they can connect to all the types of words. In Arabic, there are only three categories of words: ism, fi'l, and harf, and the pronoun can connect to each one of them. Okay, so the attached pronoun. Now we are coming to the other aspect. There are three aspects that we discuss here of the four aspects of ism, whether it can be definite or indefinite, ma'rifah or nakir, mudhakkar or muannath, mufrad, muthanna or jam, singular, dual or plural. Now there's one other aspect from the four aspects. Those are three aspects. The other aspect is whether it is nasb or jar or rafa. The attached pronouns are only nasb and jar. Only nasb and jar. That's the only two cases. There are never rafa. The attached pronouns, that which we did last week, are only nasb or jar. And that depends on what they are connected to. The case is recognized by what the pronoun is connected to. You know it is jar because of what it's connected to, or you know it's nasb because of what it's connected to, and we're going to see that just now, inshallah. Detached pronouns, these do not connect to other words, but stand by themselves. Ana rajulun, huwa muslimun, hiya muslimatun, hum muslimuna. See? So they are all in different states. They are all disconnected, but they stand by themselves. Okay, and they are always, this page is a very important page to master, right? In a state of rafa. They also have gender, number, they also have gender, number, they also have gender, they have number, and they are always definite. All pronouns are definite. They're always definite. This page is understood clearly before we go into our next page, inshallah. This page is clear? Clear, inshallah, right? Okay. Very good, inshallah. But what I want you to do, brothers and sisters, please memorize everything about this page. This page here is a summary of almost everything that you would have to get for Islam. Okay, inshallah, can we take that as a commitment? Inshallah. Next week, next class, I don't know if I have time to set a test for you on this, but inshallah, by next Monday, we'll have a test. Memorize the pronouns and their meanings in different forms. We'll try to practice them over and over. The best way to practice them is reading the Quran, checking the Quran. And you're supposed to be reading Quran a lot, right? Read a lot of the Quran now, and you're going to read a lot in Ramadan. But if you focus on getting the pronouns and the harf now and mastering them, right? You know them. We're going to give you some more huruf, inshallah, so that, I mean, we're going to try to give you as much huruf as possible. So when you go into the Quran, you can pick out all the huruf. Like there's waw, wa, and it can have different meanings, right? So we want to highlight the meanings of the waw, so that at least when you go through the Quran this Ramadan, you're going to be seeing the huruf, you're going to be recognizing them, and you're going to be paying attention to them, and you're going to be knowing when they are connected to an ism or to a pronoun, right? So let us go on with this table now. Pronouns are definite, so we did not have to show a row for that. We did not have to put up a different, like we did with our original table where everything is, we had everything displayed, raf, nasb, jar, ma'arif, nakira, muzakkar, muannas. Okay, you understand, inshallah. So that is something that is very important to pay attention to. So we don't have to do anything on that level. So we don't have to do ma'arif and nakira. For the persons, it is mutakallim, which is the first person. I am the speaker. I am the mutakallim. Ana atakallam. Fa'ana al-mutakallim. Right? I speak, so I'm the mutakallim. Okay? طيب, we have gender, jins, and that is for mudhakkar or mu'annath. And that goes for all three categories that we have, you know, because there are three categories, right? Right now we are dealing with one category. Okay? But here also has mudhakkar and mu'annath, and this one also has mudhakkar and mu'annath, inshallah, as we are going to see, inshallah. So mudhakkar and mu'annath, and it has mufrad, and there is one formation only for the mufrad. The ya is added at the end. Okay, the ya is added at the end. Okay, and that means me or my. And we're going to have an example of that to show you clearly what it is. So I'm just going to go through back this because we went through this last week, inshallah. I want to get to the example. Both of them are me or my, masculine or feminine. So the lady says kitabi, and the man says kitabi. There's nothing to differentiate between them because now it's only because they are mutakallim, right? And there is no musanna formation, okay, for the mutakallim, for the first person. There's only singular or jama, right? So the jam formation is na. For the jama, you add na at the end of the word, okay? So the lady says, or the ladies say, kitabuna. This is our book. Hada kitabuna. This is our book. Right? The men say, Hada kitabuna. This is our book. Our book. Okay? So that is clear, right? For both of them, there is no way to differentiate except by knowing the person speaking. And if a person is speaking, generally, you would see them, you would know if they are male or female. You would know if they are two, right? And they would say, for the two men, they would say, this is our book. Same thing, right? Two women would say the same thing. This is our book. You understand? Okay. The mukhatab, khataba, means to address. Okay. So the mukhatab is the one that is addressed, the one that is spoken to. Like the khutbah, we just finished the khutbah today, the address, the sermon. So we were addressed. So we were the mukhatab, mukhatabun, and mukhatabun. The khatib is the one who gives the khutbah. Al-mukhatabin are the people who are the mukhatabun. Al-mukhatabun are the people who were addressed. Okay, so we were addressed. And this has mudhakkar and muannas. And for the singular muqatab, if I want to say you, kitabuka, your book, kitabuka. If I want to say the two of you book, kitabukuma, and it means you or your, right? You or your, and we're going to see how it is you or your in the formation, right? You or your masculine, singular, and it is English, as I said, it is you or your, and it is two, right? But it is not shown in English, but Arabic it is shown. Kitabukuma. If I want to say your book, kitabukum, same thing again, right? You or your. You see the English, there is no differentiation. So Arabic is more specific. Arabic is more clear. It's clearer. It's more, you understand what you're about, right? Kitabukum. So you're the mukhatabun, and it is your book. هذا كتاب كتابكم, or lakum. هذا كتاب lakum. This book is for you. Lakum, for you. Okay. For the muannas is ki, kitabuki. هذا كتابك. This is your book. هذا كتابكما. And I'm speaking, I know when I say this, I'm speaking to females, right? Now there's nothing that we can say that these two to differentiate them, right? Because it is the same format. Kitabukuma, kitabukuma. It's you or you, feminine. Kitabukunna, I want to say to them, هذا كتابكن, هذا لكن. This is for you. This thing that I have in my hand, right? بيدي لكما, لكن. All right, for you, all of you, female. Okay, they're following, right? This table, I mean, it is better to memorize it with the other formation that I'm going to give just now. I'm going to give it on I'm going to give it with example. So it's better to do it like that. Al-ghaib is the one you're speaking about. So me and you're speaking, but we're talking about the third person. That is the ghaib. So I'm the first person because I'm speaking to you, who is the second person. You're not the active participant in the conversation. Right? So you're second person. When you start being the active conversation, you start being the mutakallim. I becomes the muqatab. I'm the one who's addressed. Right? And then there's the ghaib. The ghaib is the one who is absent. So we are speaking about your son, for example. So we say kitabuhu. All right? This has mudhakkar muannas. Kitabuhu. Okay? And I'm speaking about your two sons. So I say kitabuhuma. Kitabuhuma. Or I'm speaking about all your sons, so I can say kitabuhum. Okay? It is their book, his book, their book or their book. Okay? Now I'm speaking to you about your daughter. So I say kitabuha. This is her book. Please give it to her. Right? Or I'm speaking about your two daughters, kitabuhuma. Give it to them. Because their book. Okay? Or I'm speaking to you about all your daughters. Kitabuhun. Right? So give it to them, inshallah. So basically, this is what is going to come on the other table. So let us go into the other table immediately, inshallah. And that is going to be easier for us. Here's the mutakallim, the first person singular. Okay? And it is attached to by yeah. And it can mean me or my, as we said. That entire portion is, and I should have put here masculine. First person singular, masculine. This should be masculine, right? Me or my, okay? And it is kitabi, used as a noun. So here I say my book, kitabi, my book. Qalami, my column. Waladi, my son. Binti, my daughter. Zawjati, my wife. You understand? Get it? Inshallah. Kitabi, maktabi, my table. Yani, kutubi, my books. Get it? Inshallah. Very easy. Right? Now, when it is used with pronoun, it is in the possessive case. My, his, her. You understand? Now, when I use it with the preposition, right? It is in the majrur state, right? So it is for me. For me. هذا كتاب لي. That book or this book is for me. Laka is for you. Laha is for her. Lahum is for them. Lahunna is for them, plural. You understand? Get it, inshallah? First person plural. Okay, no, so I'm sorry here. This here was wrong. Nobody corrected me on this. Where is this pointer? Right here. This is masculine or feminine. Okay. Remember, we said that is for the mutakallim, and it is the same here. Here it is the same. Here, this goes back to this. It is masculine or feminine. So the lady could say that, and the man could say that, right? So here the attached pronoun is na, and it means us or our. When does it mean us? When does it mean our? Kitabuna means our book. Our book. Okay? This is the possessive case. This is mudaf ilayh. Our book. Right? Lana means for us. Lana means for us. So this table, if you memorize this table, brothers and sisters, this is going to be better than the table before, because you want to have a picture. You can put in the different. You can now sit down. You can have that table in front of you. Kitabi, kitabuka, kitabuki, kitabu, kitabuhu, kitabuha, kitabukuma, 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 kitabuhuma, kitabukum, kitabuhunna. Right? You can do that, inshallah. Get it, inshallah? You're with me? You're with me, right? You're clear, right? Everything is okay, because this here needs to understand. You need to understand it, and if you do that, alhamdulillah. The second case we have is mukhatab, and this is the second person, masculine, right? Kitabuka. It can be you or your. When is it you? When is it your? When it is used with the ism, it is your. Masculine singular book. Kitabuka, kitabukum, kitabuki, kitabuhum, kitabuha, kitabuhu. Right? It is you or they or their or his. Depends on what you use. Okay. Leka. Leka is for you, not for your. Okay. For you. Okay. The same thing for the second person, feminine. This one is feminine, right? Ki, kitabuki. Oh, this means you or your, as in this case here, right? Same you or your, but this time it is feminine. This was masculine. Kitabuka. This is feminine, right? Kitabuki, kitabuki, and you can practice by yourself. You write out. You can practice your Arabic kitabuka, and you can just put kitab, ka, ki, ku, kum, right? And you translate it yourself. Okay. Kitabu ki. Okay. It is your feminine singular book. Okay. Then kitabu laki. Sorry, laki. It is for you. You understand the difference, right? And notice, for the possessive case, the pronoun comes in front. Your, our, my. For the use of the preposition, it comes after. For us, right? And this is how you know the difference, right? And in addition to that, right, this helps you to know that when the ism is connected to the pronoun, it is in a state of jar, so it comes afterwards. When it is a possessive case, like in this case, it is my book. It's called mudaf ilayh. The book is connected to me. It is what is connected to me. It's a possessor and possessor, right? I am the possessor, so I stay in front, because I'm not talking about I'm talking about me. What am I talking about me about? Is the book. So is my book, our book, your book, and this is the case with the possessor, like Muhammad's book, Allah's Rasul. Rasulullah is Allah's Rasul. Okay, Abdullah is Allah's slave. We are talking about the slave of Allah, the book of Allah, Allah's book, right? Kitabullah is the Quran, right? Kitabullah, al-Quran. Mm-hmm. All right. So we are. I hope we are getting things really sorted out in our head. The second person, plural. Okay. We didn't do the dual because, as I said, it's not a lot, right? But we can still do it. Kitabukum, right? Kitabukuma. It would be your book for two, or for kitabukuma is two, is dual case now. You or your. Kitabukuma, not kitabukuma. We are doing dual, right? But we are doing it in the ear. Kitabukuma means your masculine, masculine or feminine, dual book. Kitabukuma. Kitabukum means your masculine plural book, more than 3, right? Okay. Lakum means for you, masculine plural. Lakuma means for you, dual, masculine or feminine, right? The dual is masculine or feminine. Okay. The second person feminine is kunna, kunna. And for the dual, it will be kuma, like kum, right? Same thing. You are your 3, but it's feminine. Kitabu kunna. You are your feminine. Lakunna. Okay, get it, inshallah? We are with it, inshallah? For you, feminine plural. Okay. Third person singular, masculine. Third person, kitabuhu, his book. When it is his, and when it is him, his book. When it comes before, it is his. When it comes after, it is him, for him, for him. Okay. The third person, feminine. Third person, feminine singular is ha, is her. There's no 2 formations here. There's just 1 formation. Her. Kitabuha, her book. And then when we want to say for her, laha, for her. You understand? For her. Okay. Third person plural. Third person plural is the ghaib is hum. It is they, it is them or their. Them or their. Right? Kitabuhum is their masculine book. Right? Lahum is for them masculine plural. Okay. Third person feminine is hunna, hunna. It is their or them again, but this time it's for feminine, 3 or more, right? Kitabu hunna, it is their feminine book, all the women's book, and lahunna means for them. Okay, this table is clear, inshallah. Is it clear? This table, inshallah, should be clear, inshallah. Now, what I want you to do, please, for the next few days, go over the pronouns and go over the prepositions that we give, right? Go over them and go over them and go over them, inshallah, until you get them as if you know English. You understand? You know I and you and this and that, you know the pronouns like you know that, inshallah. Please go it over, okay? Inshallah. All right, let us get, here we have a table that is a very interesting table. No, not yet. Inshallah, let us do this additional piece here, inshallah, before we get into our table, but we are already way behind on time. And this is a damair al-muttasila, the damair al-muttasila. The pronouns hu, huma, hum, hunna, hu, huma, we know about that. That's the third person, right? Hu, huma, hum, hunna, that's the third person. Becomes, oh Allah, I didn't check out the animation, but it becomes he, hima, him, hinna, right? This change to a kasra. Okay, you're going to see just now, inshallah. And the example, you're going to see it anyhow, right? It becomes kasra, right? The who there, it becomes kasra, right? It becomes he, hima, him, hinna, right? Okay, we have fi kitab. When you see when the harf al-jar comes in front of it, it becomes, the kitab becomes majrur, right? So it becomes kitabi. In Arabic, we don't say kitabihum. We say kitabihim. Okay? Fi kitabi, because of the fi, right? So it becomes fi kitabi. We say anytime the noun comes after the harf al-jar, it takes a kasra. Fi kitabi hinna, not fi kitabi hunna. Okay? Get it, inshallah? In their book. Okay. He or him, attach it to be, right? So it becomes be he, in or with him. Okay? Whom becomes them. Be him. Okay? With them. Okay, hinna. Okay, we want to make it, it's supposed to be hunna there, right? But when B comes in front of it, it becomes bihinna, bihinna. And you're going to, it comes naturally because it is very difficult to say kitabuhinna, kitabuhim, kitabuhi. It becomes very difficult. So Arabic makes the pronunciation, things goes with the pronunciation as long as it does not change the meaning. It doesn't change the meaning really, okay? So for the Arabs, that's how they operate, right? Fi, fihi, in him, fihim, right? In them, fihinna, okay? In them. Ala, on, alayhi, alayhi, alayhim. We're going to see that in Surah Al-Fatiha. غير المغضوب عليهم, okay? Upon them. Alayhinna. These are not alayhinna and so are not very much in the Quran. Ilayhi. Ilayhi is very popular in the Quran. Ilayhim. Right? Ilayhim, ilayhinna. Okay. So we have huma. This is, I just bring this in because it is dual. I didn't want, because not a lot in the Quran, right? Huma becomes bihima, right? So fihima, alayhima, ilayhima. Okay. So when you, now that when, if you go to the pronouns, if we go to the damair, inshallah, we will see why it is the case, right? Ilayhim, ilayhima, right? They become the pronouns who, hum, hunna, who, huma, hum, hunna becomes he, hima, him, hinna when preceded by kasra, right? So here in this case, it is preceded by kasra in all of these, right? Or ya with a sakin, ya with sukun. All of this is ya with sukun, okay? See the ya with sukun? Okay, so it becomes fihi, fihima, fihim, fihinna. Get it, inshallah? Right? Fi kitabihi, fi kitabihi. Get it? Inshallah? I think that is clear. We got that. So let us go to our table in his book. Okay, we have our table here. We have li. We all know this pronoun, right? La or li. We know it. Everybody knows this. Min. The previous page had any problem? Did the previous page have any problem? Just go over back. Just go over it back. Please go over it in detail. Okay. Okay. We have la or li. We have min, from, an, bi, fi, ala, ila. Here are the meanings, right? Then we have ya. That's for the connected, right? We are dealing with connected pronoun, right? Ya, na, ka, ki, kum, kunna, he, ha, hum, hunna. We left out the dual, right? Inshallah. So let us go quickly. La, I want to join the lam to ya. So it becomes for me. So I say li. هذا كتاب li. Right? I want to say from me to you. Minni. From me. Anni. You're speaking about me. Anni. Be. Be. You are whatever. You are with me in this. You are be. Anta be. Right? Or anta ma'i. Ma'i is better. Right? Fi means in. Good characteristic. I want good characteristic in myself. I want good attitudes. I want good adab. Right? In me. Fiya. All right? Fiya. Okay? Because if I say fi by itself, without it shadda, fiya, fi means in, but it has to be in me, fiya, right? The book is alayya, al-kitabu alayya. The book is upon me, alayya, okay? Ilayya, right? Ilayya, okay? Okay. Okay, for us. So it becomes lana, for us. Okay, from us, for us, right? هذا كتاب لنا ليس لك. هذا كتاب ليس لك. هو لنا. It is not for you. It is for, it belongs to us. Lakin means belonging to, right? For or belonging to. Minni, minna. This book, هذا الكتاب, minna إليك, to you, right? عنا, أنت تتكلم عنا. You are speaking about us. You're speaking about us, right? Or تتكلم فينا or بنا. You are تتكلم concerning us, right? فينا, in us, okay? علينا, عليك, علينا, عليك, إلينا. أنتم تأتون. No, it's not. Anyways, we will get examples about them, inshallah, as we go on in the Quran, right? But you're getting the concept. The concept is becoming clearer. Ilayna means to us. Alayna means upon us. Everybody get it clear, inshallah? Or is not clear? Laka. هذا كتاب لك. Okay. هذا كتاب لك. منك. هذا كتاب منك. It's from you. هذا الكتاب يتكلم عنك. This book is talking about you, right? The Quran talks about all of us, right? عنا. القرآن يتكلم عنا. يتكلم عن الله, okay? ولكن يخبرنا عن أحوالنا. Okay, the concepts are very clear. Alhamdulillah, I'm very glad, right? Bika. Master this table, inshallah, because if you master this table, what you're mastering is pronouns and also the prepositions, right? And these come a lot in the Quran. You know, اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين ذلك الكتاب لا ريب فيه. We didn't do fee yet. We're going to do fee just now. فيه, right? We didn't do he yet. هدى للمتقين الذين يؤمنون بالغيب ويقيمون الصلاة. And we're going to find فيك, right? عليك توكلنا. Upon you, O Allah, we place our trust, right? إليك نذهب. To you we are going, inshallah. Right? Laki. This is feminine plural, feminine singular. Laki, minki, anki. About. See if you can fill it in before me. Biki, fiki. Speak it, inshallah. Alayki. The whole table, right? Alayki, ilayki. And know what you're talking about. Know you're talking about you, feminine singular. Try not to look at the translation. Try to think about it, right? Lakum, for you, plural, right? Think about it like that, but think about it in Arabic. Lakum, for you, masculine plural. Minkum, ankum, bikum, fikum, alaykum, ilaykum. Okay, that is for the masculine plural. For the feminine plural, let us be lakunna, minkunna, ankunna, bikunna, fikunna, alaykunna, ilaykunna. Okay, and now for him, lahu, minhu, from him. It came from him. Ja minhu. It came from him, right? Anhu. نتكلم عنه. We are speaking about him, right? Bihi, with him, or with it. It can be with it, with her, right? Fihi, in him. Good characteristics. خلق حسن. يعني خلق حسن are in him. You know, fihi. عليه توكلنا. Okay? Upon you, upon him, we put our trust. إليه, to him, نذهب, to him are we going. Her, لها, for her. منها, from her. عنها, نتكلم. Concerning her are we speaking. بها, with her are we. نحن معها, or نحن بها, right? فيها, in her are beautiful attitudes, you know. عليها, إليها.
Should you be using red or black?
What?
Red or black? Red or black for down there? Black.
That's red. I have red.
All right.
I try to put it in different things, but
Yeah. So the
different
deliver the
colors, but
me,
sometimes it
the
is
me and
difficult. Yeah. You know, all of these, as you see, they are the me and the la, the noon are in red. This here is supposed to be in red. All right. I wonder if I can change it now. Lahum, all of this is in black. Lahum, minhum, anhum, bihim, fihim, alayhim, ilayhim. That should be in black. You're right. Lahunna, minhunna, anhunna, bihinna, fihinna, alayhinna, ilayhinna. Okay, this is clear. This page is clear, right? It is clear, right? Very clear?
Very clear.
Okay, now what you have to do, brothers and sisters, please, I'm begging you, right? I've been telling you this from the beginning of the class, right? But this here, I want you to know it like you know your room. I don't know how much of you know your room but I want you to know it well, like the back of your hand. You know it? You know the back of your hand? How many moles do you have in the back of your hand? You don't really know. So anyhow, now I just want to do one little thing more, inshallah, and let us go with this. This is the Damair al-Munfasila. Munfasila is detached. So I just want to give you it so we can go through it, so we can know it one time, right? Again, we don't have to deal with the definite. So we have three columns. Al-Mutakallim, which is the first person speaker. We have the jins, Mudhakkar, and Muannath, right? And we have Mukhatab and Ghaib, right? We have that. Then we have Mufrad, we have Muthanna, and we have Jam. Again, there is nothing for the Muthanna, nothing. It is a vacant, right? So for the Mufrad, it is Ana, and it is for both masculine and feminine. For both Muzakkar and Muannas, it's Ana. So I say Ana fil bayt, and the lady says Ana fil bayt, right? For the plural, we say Nahnu fil bayt. For the men, and the ladies can say Nahnu fil bayt, we are in the house. Okay, get it? That's clear. That's easy, right? For the Mukhatab, for the second person, it is, for the Muzakkar, it is Anta, you. Anta, you, masculine singular, right? Antum is a jam. Anta, antum.
We have antuma.
We're going to deal with the antuma just now because it's for both. Right? Because, I mean, it's one formation. So we're going to deal with the Mudhakkar and the Muannas, then we're going to deal with the antuma, inshallah. Anti is for the singular. Anta, anti. So you're speaking, kaifa anti, you're speaking to your wife. Kaifa anti al-yawm? How are you today? You're speaking to your son. Kaifa anta al-yawm? You're speaking to your dad. Kaifa anta ya abi? Kaifa anta ya sahibi? How are you, my friend? Kaifa anti ya binti? You understand? And tuma is a dual for masculine and feminine, right? So that now we bring it there, right? And tunna is you for feminine plural. Get it? Inshallah? Okay. Al-ghaib, the ghaib is the third person. Al-mudhakkar and muannas. We have that, right? Huwa fil bayt, right? Hum fil bayt, hum, all of them. These are the men. They are only men in the house, right? One thing must notice though, if they are men and women together, the masculine plural is used, right? Hum. You understand? You understand that? Hiya, she, and then we have huma, they. Then we have hunna, they. Okay. Now you have to go over this. Please remember, we're going to do back both of these next class, inshallah, as a revision. Okay. And I might give you a test on it if I have time to prepare a test, inshallah. But learn them well. See if you can learn them over today. If you can learn them over today, so tomorrow when you come to the class, inshallah, it becomes clear. Okay. Inshallah. Let us go over here quickly. We have everything there. Now we're going to give an example. Ana muslimun or ana muslimatun. Okay. Masculine or feminine, it can be used, right? Nahnu muslimuna, nahnu muslimatun, right? Know that, right? Nahnu muslimuna, nahnu muslimatun. This has to be tun here. Tanween dhamma. I don't know how to make this thing. Right? Tanween dhamma. It looks like that, inshallah. All right. Muzakkar, for the muzakkar, here, we are Muslims, right? Anta muslimun. you are Muslim, masculine, right? Antum muslimuna. Antum muslimuna. You are all Muslims, right? Anti muslimatun. Notice for the feminine, the noun has to agree with it, right? For the masculine, the noun has to agree with it. Here, there is no agreement, but if I'm speaking as a man, I say, Ana Muslim. If my wife is speaking, she will say, Ana Muslimatun, right? So I know, okay? Anti Muslimatun. Get it, inshallah? You're with me, right? Antuma Muslimani. Antuma Muslimani. They are two Muslims. We two, you are two Muslims, right? Antunna Muslimatun. It's Muslimatun. Muslimatun. That looks better. You female are Muslims, right? Then we have hum, huwa Muslimun, hum Muslimuna, right? They are Muslims. Hunna, hiya Muslimatun. She is a Muslim. Huma Musliman. They two are Muslims, right? And hunna Muslimatun. It's Muslimatun again, right? Muslimatun. Everybody's with me? Or we are not with me? We are not with me? Inshallah.
Clarity.
Are you all with me? Inshallah.
Job.
Alhamdulillah. All right, good. So now this here, up to here, alhamdulillah, we have covered a good portion of information, inshallah, and just get it together over today. I'm going to try to get out this video as early as possible, inshallah, and I'm going to try to post it so you can go over it, okay? So make a lot of dua because I had a lot of technicalities. I don't know what is recorded and what's not recorded. My computer was not recording, so I mean, you know, so that is a technicality that I have to sort out. So may Allah make it easy for us and bless us and guide us and help us and strengthen us to do what is right, keep away from what is wrong, keep us firm upon this, help us to reach Ramadan with our focus proper, inshallah. And tomorrow we have our Ramadan class, then we have our Arabic class, right? So if you can come early, inshallah, it will be good for us. So we have the two classes together and we can start, at least we know the problem, so we can start with the problem. We can start without the problem tomorrow by doing what we did today, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair for being with me and being patient with me. And I hope that you have really grasped what has been taught today, inshallah. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of us in our efforts and give us the best in this world and the hereafter and save us from hell. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakallah khairan.
Jazakumullahu khairan.